This one gets my favorite for the summer anime dubs, my favorite title. Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer.
Whoa. That sounds like a porn name.
Call me the Biscuit Hammer.
Oh, you got some biscuits that need hammering? God dang it. Oh,
Basically, guy gets mystical powers, supposed to save the Earth, doesn't really want to.
3, 2, 1. This is OGGR. It's all over now.
Gamers and Geeks, welcome to episode Sweet 16 of OGGR.
Old Guy's Geekly Review.
Yeah, I'm sitting here with my good buddy Nick, who he's got on a Jill Valentine shirt. Faye Valentine.
Jill's from Resident Evil.
Okay. Getting my stuff mixed up early. It's one of those episodes apparently today. I'll mess up all kinds of things. It'd be Steve Mnemonic and instead of Johnny Mnemonic, and who knows what else, other kind of wacky.
You know, I went with Johnny Mnemonic, but that's the only other mnemonic I know.
I don't know.
Do you know any other mnemonics?
Max Headroom Mnemonic.
Oh, that's his. Is that his full name?
No, I have no idea.
You have me going.
I'm apparently going to bullshit you a lot. In
Yeah,
this
you bet. Yeah,
too.
I'm a gullible. I'm not a gullah calf today. I'm a gullible.
So, how was your week?
Man, it was busy. I got that desk done.
Yeah.
Should be done curing tonight, so I'll be able to hook up the ARC and the Xbox.
Man, you're gonna have such a sweet setup.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. That thing gets bright too.
Oh, so give us a review on the ARC. Tell us what it is and.
Okay, so far I've only tested like Plex, Disney Plus, just the streaming apps, and I watched the scene in Infinity War where Thor is opening up the forge to make Stormbreaker, and oh my god, just blinding. Like I took a video of it and I tried to send it to everybody, but yeah, like I sent it to you, right?
Yeah, you sent it to me and I was like, these look pretty. I bet they look even better in person.
They do.
Yeah.
Because all the white that you were seeing on the video, it was actually just my lens reacting to how bright the sun was. So it's gonna be fantastic. I can't wait. I'm just glad I got it done before winter.
Oh, yeah. It's quickly approaching here. It looks like the East is going to get it before we do, but we'll see. We'll all get the winter pretty soon.
Yeah, I also got the fences going up, so I won't have to hold my dogs on a leash out in the back anymore. So
nice.
It's good.
Very nice.
What about your week? What have you done?
Well, I think I've healed mostly from that pulled muscle. It's always going to be a problem, but it is what it is. It's been a great week for like video games and stuff. Well, I've tried a lot of video games this week. We'll say that it's a lot of stuff has come through, but it's been an amazing thing for television. So a lot of geeky stuff. Yeah.
I mean, man, like all the shows that I've been watching are over now. Besides like Lord of the Rings, and I haven't started Andor yet, but I mean, I got time now. I got maybe I'll be able to.
Well, I'm sure we'll get into something.
Yeah,
so here we are with episode 16. What do you want to start with?
Let's do with movies. Let's go in order.
Movies.
All right, movies.
All right, so I haven't watched anything, but I have crap loads of news.
Okay.
All right, have you watched anything?
No.
Okay.
No movies.
So we got Brendan Fraser is open for a fourth Mummy movie.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I really like that he's kind of getting, I don't know. It's weird to say his life back together, but people are...
Maybe the confidence to come back out into the limelight, to step back out, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Because people are supporting him, which in this day and age, having people actually support somebody instead of just taking them down, it's good to see.
Yeah.
It's nice to see somebody being supported by the fans instead of just a lot of hate and stuff. So, I love that part of the Brendan Fraser story that's going on, just the fact that people are supporting him.
Yeah, definitely. John Carpenter is interested in making a Dead Space movie, and I would absolutely love to see that. I think that would be amazing. Robert Rodriguez and James Cameron are finally working on a pitch for Alita Battle Angel 2, the live action.
Oh, okay. You know, that's something that I missed, and I mean, I saw the anime,
Mm-hmm.
but I never went back and saw that. I missed the live action. Didn't go back and see it.
I really liked it. Me and Logan or Logan and I'm sorry for
Mm.
you English people out there. Well, not I don't know. Well, anyway,
Grammar
regardless, yeah,
police, you grammar police
yeah,
out
yeah.
there.
Irregardless,
I'm sure we've already scared off all the grammar police
yeah,
by this
probably.
point. Yeah.
But yeah, me and my youngest, we loved it. We watch it quite a bit. I mean, it's graphically beautiful. I thought that the eyes were going to be weird.
Yeah.
But
because they did the big anime eyes.
Yeah, it's really not with the way they did it. So I was pretty happy to see that. Hopefully it comes through. Do you think Liam Neeson will be a good successor to Leslie Nielsen for rebooting the Naked Gun franchise?
I'm going to say yes because Leslie Nelson, his comedy was so dry, and he wasn't a Three Stooge. You know, he wasn't a slapstick. It was all delivered very very kind of straight. He's a straight man comic. And Liam Neeson could pull that off.
Yeah, I can't even begin to start explaining how excited I am because I love those movies.
Oh yeah, those are amazing.
Yeah, those Airplane, Spy Hard.
Oh,
yeah. We got Harrison Ford. He's officially the replacement for General Thaddeus Ross, aka the Red Hulk.
I really did not think this would happen.
You know what? I didn't either. And his first appearance is going to be in Captain America 4.
Yeah, but he hasn't been green. Well, they haven't said he's going to be in anything else.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if they did a deal where he kind of introduces the Red Hulk, but most of the stuff after this is just voiceover.
And then just maybe if he does make an appearance, it'd just be CGI Red Hulk.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be just voiceover stuff, very little physical acting on his part. I don't think they're going to have him in a suit doing martial arts and things, smashing things.
Yeah, like probably not at his
age. Yeah. So I have a feeling that's probably how they got him in. They said, you know what, make a few small scenes. The Red Hulk will be mostly voiceover. Somebody else will be doing all the suit work. Yeah. I think that's how they got him.
We got Sacha Baron Cohen is set to play Mephisto in the Ironheart series.
See, now I put that in rumors.
You put that in rumors?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's been officially checked off yet.
Okay. I thought, well, the article I read, I don't know. I didn't really check the source on it. So
I checked the source. The dude originally who sent that out was from Brazil. And he pretty much spends his entire Twitter account just guessing at what is next. And from what I read, he's about 50% right most of the time. He just looks at what's going on and makes a educated guess about it. He might have some ties somewhere.
Yeah, the article I read made it seem like it was a credible source that it came from.
Media.
So, yeah, freaking media. I think it was comingsoon.net.
Well, I mean, if you think that somebody who guesses these things right 50% of the time is credible, then there you go.
Well, I guess I did put air quotes, so at the end of it, I know that doesn't translate.
So normally we play the rumor game.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give it just a 50-50 because of the fact that I think he looks like the perfect person to play Mephisto. Just his facial structure, his height.
Yeah.
He is probably is physically one of the best looking actors that could play the role. So that's why I'm going up to 50 with it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know that Mephisto's even going to be in the MCU.
Yeah. And I don't want my Mephisto talking like Borat. Really. Henry Cavill is Superman again, apparently in Black Adam, which is not enough to bring the reviews up.
The reviews, yeah, you're right. The reviews on Metacritic were all over the place, mostly settling around 50%.
Yeah.
I read some of them earlier this morning, and basically the reviews for Black Adam are saying, which comes out this weekend, which says that it's basically a lot of action, but not much substance.
Yeah. Typical rock movie.
Yeah. So it's a popcorn movie. You'll be entertained. You'll probably enjoy a lot of spectacle, but you'll forget it tomorrow.
Yeah. The Mario movie will have musical elements to it. I thought I read that we're going to hear Toad sing, and we're probably I'm just going to guess that we're going to hear Bowser sing too, since he's voiced by Jack Black.
Oh God! If we could get some Mario Tenacious D in there,
yeah.
I am all for that.
Jensen Ackles will voice Batman in an upcoming DC movie, animated DC movie.
Oh, is it Bat Wheels?
Oh, God, no, that's a series. That's a series. God, man, I thought, why did you have to remind me that thing is going to exist?
Because it's fun looking at your expression. Just lose all hope.
Yeah. We get our first look at The Nun 2, which is a horror movie. I'm a fan of the Conjuring movies, but The Nun was kind of down lower on the totem pole.
Right.
And the Conjuring universe has like, I want to say about 8 movies right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, I'd probably rank it 7, the first Nun movie. Okay. So hopefully this one will be better. My last bit of news is Universal is working on a sequel to Twister.
Oh, the little polka dot game with the
the
sorority girls?
No, the movie for
I know.
Oh, okay. God, man, why are you messing with me?
Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton.
Yeah. So I love that movie. We watch it all the time. Wondering if it's just going to be completely brand new, if they're going to bring anybody back, because
it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. Bill Paxton was in like every big movie in those couple of years. He's been in so many big budget movies, and you're like, oh yeah, Bill Paxton was in that, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Chances are he probably was.
Yeah.
That's all I got for movies.
All right. Well, we got October, spooky season. We got Halloween Ends, top of the box office this past weekend.
Yeah.
40 million. So it did pretty well.
Yeah.
Pretty well. Good for that. Black Adam's coming up next week. And competing against Black Adam is going to be Ticket to Paradise, George Clooney, Julia Roberts.
Okay.
Something completely there's like the superhero, the horror, and Ticket to Paradise. So it covers pretty much everybody, all types of moviegoers.
Yeah.
So there we go. The movie, go see your movies.
Yeah. You ready to move on to television?
Oh yeah. Oh man, I had so much fun with TV this week.
Yeah.
Television.
I only got to watch the one thing.
Oh well.
Should we hop into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, She-Hulk.
Yeah, that came up first in the week anyway. So
yeah.
Finale for She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Your initial reaction?
You know what? It was so different, and I watched it twice. Once by myself because I didn't want to get it ruined by spoilers.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it yet, there's a part that's gonna mess with your brain a little bit.
It is truly the first iteration of She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s, this is She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And I liked the fact that they took it as far as they did.
Yeah.
Just because I think if they didn't, they wouldn't have been doing the character justice. Even though it was weird to see because it was very different from the rest of the season and really broke the fourth wall.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before. And it was incredible. I fell for it when it first started. My family fell for it when it first started, and they were freaking out at me like I pressed something. Like I pressed the button. So I really, really liked it. I like it was extremely well done in my eyes. So
I think they had to in order for it to really be a She-Hulk TV series.
Yeah.
And pay homage to what she was in the comics. Now in the most recent comics, she doesn't do that as much anymore
because Deadpool kind of.
They mellowed her out a bit on that regard. In the current so after her fourth wall breaking comic series, and after she was tamed a little bit from the Savage She-Hulk, and then it was in the fourth wall comedy kind of thing. Then she went into the Fantastic Four, and became more of a proper superhero in that series. And that stint that she did with the Fantastic Four, which was several years, has lasted into the comics, where she's more of a traditional superhero instead of comic relief.
So was the original Fantastic Four there too?
In the
when
TV
She-Hulk
show?
When She-Hulk was in the comics.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic Four came out 63. She came out in the 80s. And then in the early 90s, I don't know the exact year,
How could it
is
be
when she joined the team.
How could it be Fantastic Four if there's 5 people?
Fantastic Four has had a lot of official members that have joined them when different members have left.
Was Wolverine one of them at one point?
Of course.
Uh-huh.
Of course. Spider-Man, She-Hulk. She-Hulk was the first, I think, to actually become an official member outside of the Four. I may be mistaken with that, but I don't remember anybody else having, especially the longest run with the Fantastic Four like she had. So yeah, so she became more of a regular superhero after that.
Huh.
So I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I think people, well, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, she even hinted at X-Men, and then I was like, man, if I wasn't married.
Got the inside track.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Good
now,
stuff.
what else do you watch?
I'm just going to start off with Andor. Oh, my God. The fourth, it's a mid-season finale, so there's still 4 more episodes to go, but it's the end of the current arc. I think it was episode 5. It's end of the current arc of storytelling, and they're going to do a little time jump after this and meet up with him a little further down the road. But as far as Star Wars shows go, there's nothing better. Especially this finale, this episode, better than any of the movies, better than anything I have ever seen Star Wars do. Including The Mandalorian, and I love The Mandalorian. It is the highest praise I can give a show, and the finale was amazing.
That's a bold fucking statement.
It is, and I'm sticking with it.
Wow. All right, so I definitely need to catch up on that.
Andor is just...
Are they taking a break, or is it coming back next week?
I'm pretty sure it's continuing. It's just going to be a time jump as far as the story goes.
Okay.
I don't think there's going to be an episode break. Not a real life episode break. So Andor is a must watch, in my opinion, for any kind of Star Wars fan. And now I have to say that a lot of Star Wars fans aren't liking it because it is very different.
Yeah.
But I still think it's the best thing they've ever done.
Yeah, man, I'll have to check it out.
Rings of Power.
Yeah.
Finished it.
Now I heard that it sets it up for a very strong season 2.
It does.
Okay.
It does. A lot of the, I want to call them hijinks, gimmicks, shenanigans that they pulled with Who's Who in the first season is now over.
Okay.
So we know who's who.
Yeah.
If for the most part, there's still one maybe-ish question out there, or maybe 2. Who knows what they'll pull. But I think it's much stronger going into the second season now that we know a few things. And or at least we think we know a few things. So ultimately, I think I ended up enjoying the season, but it was a close. I didn't love it.
Yeah.
I liked it, didn't love it.
Did you like it enough to give the second season a shot?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's the important thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. They suck you right in like a tractor beam.
That's Star Trek.
What else did you watch? Anything else?
That was all the TV I watched.
All right, let's move into the news of the television.
Right.
So, Disney is getting a lot of flack for stealing the design for Werewolf by Night from a Dutch album cover.
Oh.
And actually, looking at it myself, you can definitely see there's way too many similarities between the two to call it a coincidence. WB Animation is absorbing Cartoon Network's animation departments, as well as laying off marketing executives for Cartoon Network.
Okay, so hit me with that again.
Okay, so WB Animation is absorbing Cartoon Network's animation studios.
Okay, because of the recent merger.
Yeah. And they're laying off marketing executives too, so they're just
they're cutting everything, aren't they?
Yeah, man. I hope it doesn't ruin like the IPs and stuff that I've grown to love over the years. But
hopefully they come back through it stronger, but right now is not the golden age for the WB.
No. There is a D&D documentary in the works for, what is it? Hasbro's, the network that D&D is putting together. That one or whatever.
D&D 1?
Yeah. It's going to be directed by Joe Manganiello.
Yeah, he's pretty big in the D&D front.
Mm-hmm. And Kyle Newman, who I don't know.
I don't know Kyle Newman.
Let's see.
But I like a good D&D documentary.
Hell yeah. October 25th, Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities debuts on Netflix.
Yep.
And I'm super excited.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about that because I wrote it down on my upcoming list, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah, so basically, God, I can't say his name. Guillermo del Toro, he did the remake of Evil Dead, which was gory, scary, just shock. There were scenes that shook me to the core, you know. He also did Pacific Rim. What else did he do? Pan's Labyrinth, which is a very beautiful looking movie.
He's definitely got his own style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so they're bringing in a bunch of different directors, a bunch of actors for this. It's an anthology series, so every episode's going to be different.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for it. We got Loki season 2 is wrapped filming.
Okay.
We've got Rooster Teeth is basically doing the whole no comment thing over accusations for harassment, long hours, low pay, and work that hasn't been paid for. So they started off with Red vs. Blue. I think that's where they started off, which was amazing. They did such a good job on that. You know what Red vs. Blue is, right?
That's the homage to
Halo.
Yeah.
But now it's just they're going downhill too. And now the worst news for me is G4 TV is shutting down only a year after they've been rebooted. I gotta say, I tried to watch all their content, and it just wasn't the same. They should have, I guess, I don't know. I wish they would have never shut it down in the first place, because I think that big things could have happened for them. But, oh well. That is all the TV news I got. You got any?
Well, we got some shows coming up this week. On the 19th, we got the 11th season of American Horror Story. That's on FX. For those of you who like to get your freak on with that.
Yeah, I haven't watched it since maybe the 6th season.
Yeah, that's never been my thing. But Sarah watched a good bit of them. The Peripheral, which is on Amazon, is on the 21st.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, I think it's kind of weird that it's a show basically about too much technology taking over things, and then it's on Amazon, and you're kind of like, okay.
Shooting yourself in the foot there.
From the creators of Westworld, and it's got, Chloe Grace
Moretz?
Yeah.
Moretz.
Moretz. Moretz. Sounds right. Yeah, which I've always liked her, but she always struck me as one of those actresses that doesn't belong in Hollywood, in the sense that she's adverse to fame. And, it kind of goes along with being in Hollywood. Not that she shouldn't be like that, just it's got to be a hard road for her to be doing something that brings you so much fame, but then not really like it. Yeah. She's like, it's not, I don't think it's in her character, it seems like.
Well, she was, and she was also a younger actress that was overly sexualized.
Yeah, she's obviously been scarred by the Hollywood experience. But I like her in stuff, so.
Oh yeah, I loved her as Hit Girl.
Yeah, she'll be great. And then on the 26th we get Tales of the Jedi.
Okay. Is that like Tales from the Crypt?
I don't know. It might be.
If you see, you know what? Okay.
Tales from the Crypt is. But it might be. It's probably a series of shorts like Tales from the Crypt, as far as like.
Oh, I have no
different
idea.
Episodes that's not connected and so forth.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is that animated?
I think so. I think it's like Visions was.
All right.
So that is the upcoming TV.
Let's move into anime. Or you double checking?
I'm double checking. Make sure that's all the TV.
Crossing the I's and dotting the T's.
Make sure everybody gets everything.
Yeah.
Anime.
All right. So anime. So I said last week that I'd put together the list for the fall anime that I'm going to watch that I think is worth.
Did you do the thing again?
No, because I don't have any new stuff.
Oh.
This is stuff you've already seen cards for the most part.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no other new shows hitting.
Yeah. Oh, we made it through them all?
Well, I didn't show everything.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. I didn't want to bore everybody.
Yeah.
But on Saturdays, I'll be watching Beast Tamer and Baki the Rock. And I've somehow gotten stronger when I improve my farm-related skills.
Mm-hmm.
And Beast Tamer and Baki are on Crunchyroll. The other one is on High Dive.
Okay.
On Sunday, I'll be watching on Crunchyroll More Than a Married Couple, but Not Lovers.
Mm-hmm.
So I found that one worth checking out. Continuing Monday on High Dive, Management of Novice Alchemist.
Damn. There's some long names in here.
Yeah. Tuesday, and you didn't see this one. I don't think I talked about it, but it's Shinobi no Itoki, which I find interesting because I don't normally see too many animes where they the character ends up being taken into some kind of like confidants for like a secret organization. It's kind of more spy related in some sense, but it's also, ninja related and whatever. So it seemed a little different, and I was intrigued enough to keep watching that one. Wednesdays on High Dive, you're going to see Reincarnated as a Sword, which I thought it's an isekai, but Is
it like a spinoff?
Well, instead of being brought in as a person, he's brought over and reincarnated as a sword, and he ends up, overpowered like all the other ones and stuff. But it had a decent amount of comedy in it, so I thought that one was worth checking out. And then Thursday, which might be my favorite new one, is the Kiba Maid War.
Okay.
The Godfather crossed with maid cafes kind of thing. So and that's on High Dive.
Okay.
As far as seasons that I watched, here are 4 that the dub is finished. So Hijihiro, after being rejected, I shaved and took in a high school runaway.
That is quite the title.
Yeah, and I thought from this one it was going to lean more into the harem comedy, but I was mistaken. It's more melodrama, maybe an anime version of Pretty Woman. Yeah. So I watched it and it was okay. Nothing wrong with it. Just wasn't my taste for things. So it definitely expect a more melodramatic telling for that one. Not melodramatic, but in different kind of way. Rent a Girlfriend.
Okay.
So Rent a Girlfriend season 2. The reason I don't like this one is because the protagonist is kind of weak.
Yeah.
And kind of wishy-washy.
Mm.
So imagine that this guy, he really wants Jennifer Lawrence, and he can't have Jennifer Lawrence. So, but he's got Kate Beckinsale wanting to be with him, and he's like, no, I want Jennifer Lawrence.
I think I'd be happy with Kate.
Exactly, and that's why I have a hard time watching it, because he's so focused on what he can't have that he can't. Yeah,
not seeing what's right in front of him. Yeah.
It's one of those.
That's a Twister reference too. That's like almost a direct quote from Twister.
Right back to it. This one gets my favorite for the summer anime dubs. My favorite title, Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer.
Whoa, that sounds like a porn name.
Call me the Biscuit Hammer.
Oh, you got some biscuits that need hammering? God dang it. Oh,
so basically, guy gets mystical powers, supposed to save the Earth, doesn't really want to. It's a comedy.
Okay.
Yeah. And then in your Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer.
That's a name, dude. That is that's crazy. How do you come up with names like that?
I don't know. Well, the Biscuit Hammer is in reference to the artifact that is going to destroy the Earth, which is a literal hammer.
Is it like a real from lore?
It's like
all over the place. Is it well known?
It's like a big hammer in space that's going to smash the Earth. And,
is it just like for that anime, or is it like?
And I think biscuit hammers are an actual cooking thing in Japan.
Okay.
I think maybe for mochi or something. If I'm thinking right, but yeah. So, and then Lucifer is the name of the princess, and the reason she's called Lucifer is because she wants to be the first one to destroy the Earth instead of the hammer.
Oh, God.
So,
typical princess.
Yeah. So interesting. And then Black Summoner, which is if you like your isekai, it's a traditional, overpowered isekai. So that's the anime.
Okay. I got a little bit of news.
All right.
We got a second trailer for Trigun Stampede. It came with the release date. It's going to be airing in January. I think I posted it to the OGGR Facebook. So if you're interested in seeing it, you get a look at Legato, you get a look at Knives, you get a look at Meryl and Wolfwood. So I mean, they're bringing pretty much like Millie isn't there, and maybe a few other people. But animation's looking good.
Good.
You know.
Good.
Yeah. So.
Trigun was always one of my favorite older ones.
Yeah, I love it. It was so different from everything I'd ever seen, and you know what? I still haven't really seen anything quite like it. Have you?
Modern anime is not like Trigun. Yeah, that was definitely part of its time.
It was special.
It was special.
All right. Anything else anime related?
Nope.
Let's move on to video games.
Video games.
Do you want to talk about the voice actors thing?
I mean, we can touch on it.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of hoo-ha about Bayonetta 3.
Right.
Whether to ban it or not. And we'll just brush over it. So they offered her $4,000, which is basically normal pay.
Yeah. For how many days of work?
Well, she did, and this is from her own words, she recorded Bayonetta 1 and 2 in a week.
Okay. Wait, both of them
within
a week? Okay.
Yeah. So we're assuming 16 hours worth of work, 4 hours a day, so a week.
Okay.
The union rate is $250 an hour, so that'd be like $1,000 a day, which is
what they offered her,
which is normal. But she didn't say this because why would she say this? But it sounds like she wanted more because she's continuing on the franchise.
Right.
That makes sense. But they weren't willing to give it. So really, that's the end of the story. I mean, whether or not you think that's an adequate pay amount for voice actors, that's really up to you. But yeah, that's a big thing right now.
I would have totally took it. Personally, nobody would pay to hear my voice.
We're not getting paid anywhere near this for this podcast. We're getting paid like negative $250 for this thing. Yeah. We got to pay to bring it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Whatever. I would have taken it too. But I mean, I'm sure it's the principle of the thing. You're continuing a franchise. You're expected to make a little bit more money. I get it.
Well, and I've never played the game, so I don't recognize her voice. But you know, I would like the voice actor for Kratos, I think, is iconic. So if she's got that working for her.
But I think they changed Kratos too.
Did they?
I think so. I think they've changed Kratos since the first one.
They probably have. But I love his new voice.
Yeah.
They better offer him more money.
You know, I think because a lot of American studios are paying a lot more. Because who is it? The lead voice actress from Family Guy. I think she's the highest paid, and she makes like $100,000 an episode.
Mila Kunis?
I don't know. It might not be Family Guy. It might be The Simpsons.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but in one of the apparently, a lot of the American TV does pay more than the Japanese studios.
Okay.
Which, you know, they're notorious for not paying their artists much either.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
All right. You want to talk about Marvel Snap?
Let's do it. So we have several games that we played this week. Marvel Snap hit yesterday, and that's pretty much all I've done.
Yeah, same for me.
Oh my God. I did not expect to like it this much. This has been the only game this year where I started playing and I looked up at the clock and I said, "Holy crap, how long have I been playing?"
Yeah. 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 I did that myself yesterday. I was not very proud of the amount of time. So it is definitely a time machine app if you want to skip forward in the future.
Yeah, exactly. And so now that After the Day has gone by, do I think it has lasting potential? And this is only after a day's experience. I do think that for me, it's going to get down to maybe I'll play it for a few games a day.
Just to get them quests done?
Yeah. That might get a little old eventually. I don't know that they have built in anything that, like Magic, has the rotating set of cards where things come in and go out. I don't know that it's ever got anything like that planned.
Well, it doesn't seem that way. Like, I was reading Reddit, and one of the developers wrote that they're not going to do, like, any sort of cash grabby type stuff except for, like, skins and battle passes.
And that's great about it.
Yeah, so it's very free-to-play friendly.
And I was amazed at how effective the opening set of cards were.
I was not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't really get a good draw.
I'm just talking about the cards everybody starts with at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty
the base
good.
12. I played with those exclusively until I was in the 20s.
Yeah.
And I didn't start messing around with things until after that.
Yeah. I started reading my cards. Like, as soon as I got some of the people that I really like, I started trying to integrate them into my decks, especially Bishop.
Yeah.
Which I just threw in a bunch of one cost cards and just overpower them. So, yeah. And then Strong Guy, he kind of synergizes there too, because if you have 0 cards in your hand, he gets +4 damage.
Oh, nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah,
he'd be a good one in the one I'm currently running. But yeah, it's great. I think for a free card game, it's also the only game, like free to play game, that I'm like, you know what? I'm giving them money.
Yeah.
I don't need to spend the money, because I played Magic Arena for years and never even thought about giving them money because they didn't offer me what I wanted.
Right.
You know, there are ways to play Magic that they just don't offer. And I was like, you know what? This is not really what I want. And I'll play games here and there. And I played it for years, but never thought about giving them any money. But as far as Snap goes, I might actually toss some money their way.
I already bought the Battle Pass.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got Carnage and Miles Morales. Carnage is actually...
How much was it?
$9.99.
Okay.
But you can do the whole... You can buy the Battle Pass plus levels to get you a jump start on it, too, for $15.
Okay.
Yeah. Not too bad. We'll have to see how long those seasons are, though, because it seems like it's only going to be a couple weeks. If it was more of a monthly type deal, it'd be a lot easier to swallow.
Okay.
Because, then you'll end up paying $20 a month on the game, and I'm not sure I want to do that.
Yeah. Now, was the end of the Battle Pass Blue Marvel?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so.
I haven't paid anything, and I got him.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, and you'll still get the freebies, just like Fortnite, without buying the next Battle Pass. But I was having trouble with my random card pulls, so I got Carnage, and he helped out quite a bit.
Yeah, Carnage is a pretty good character.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, try Marvel Snap.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's definitely the most excited I've been for a game for a while.
Yeah, I deleted pretty much all other mobile games off my phone.
Because why would you need anything else?
Yeah.
I played a bunch of stuff though. Did you try Torchlight Infinite?
I actually can't get into it. Like I can't get into the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got into. I actually did have trouble a couple of times getting it kind of initialized, but finally got in there, played some hours. It's okay. I really wanted controller support.
Yeah.
And it didn't have it.
And that Undecember does, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so Undecember, much like Diablo in style and tone, did have controller support, and the actions felt really good. The skills and stuff felt like they had weight to them.
Yeah.
I would say I enjoyed Undecember more than Torchlight, even though you can definitely tell Torchlight has more polish backing. Even though I liked the controls and everything better on Undecember. So take that for what it is. If you want your Diablo fix, you got 2 options there that just came out. Played a little bit of Scorn.
Yeah,
which
how
is
that?
the H.R. Geiger.
Yeah.
It wasn't what I expected.
Uh-huh.
The ambiance is very H.R. Geiger. Really appreciated that. They do a great job with the environment, but it's a puzzle game.
It's a puzzle game?
Yeah, there's like very little to no combat at all. So
you're just kind of in that visual though.
There is I didn't get to the 3rd level or whatever, but I hear there is like basically 1 level of combat, and they say it's probably the worst part of the game because the combat's kind of clunky, and it looks like they just threw it in.
Yeah,
and they probably just should have kept it a puzzle game. But yeah, so it's not what I expected, but I love the artistry, so I was happy to try it out.
Yeah, that'll be one of the first things I do on the new monitor.
It'll look fun, and you should definitely play around with it for a little bit, and if you don't get frustrated with the puzzles, you'll probably have a good time with it.
Yeah, I'm also going to try out Metal Hellsinger.
Well, yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah. Anything else you played?
Well, I'd planned on playing A Plague's Tale, but Marvel Snap came out the same day, so, so it's waiting on me.
Yeah, man, I didn't expect Marvel Snap to be such a time eater.
That's all I've played.
All right, let's go into the video game news.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat RPG announced.
Okay.
And I don't know too many details on it. NVIDIA has canceled their cheapest GPUs.
Yeah, that's interesting that they canceled the $1,000 one, and now you have to get the
1,500.
Yeah. Like, really?
Oh my god.
And this beast of a thing will barely even fit in most towers.
Yeah.
It'll fit in yours because you got that server kind of thing. But
I got that test bench. Thank God I got that. Let's see here. We got. We should be getting a look at the new Silent Hill game at some point today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's Konami. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I feel like I remember a few years ago they announced a new Castlevania game, but it was like a video poker-ish type casino game. So
Konami.
Yeah. So don't get your hopes up yet until we know. Let's see, Fortnite. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna save that one for last.
Okay.
We get another look. Got another look at the new Need for Speed coming out. I kind of dig the whole anime aesthetic to it, so I am definitely. It'll be a day one purchase for me. Also reminds me a lot of Underground, which are the Need for Speed games that were my favorite of the franchise. So
that'll look great on that TV.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't let me down.
Yeah.
And then Fortnite is getting more Rick and Morty skins.
All right.
Yeah, we're getting the Empress Summer and Meeseeks.
Okay.
And all the other like back bling and crap that comes along with them. But the most important thing that Fortnite is ever gonna get. Hail to the King, baby. Ash Williams.
Okay. Yeah. Not Elvis.
Oh, Ash. No, not Elvis. Ash Williams. He's got the chainsaw for a pickaxe. He's got the Necronomicon.
Nice.
I'm buying that as soon as it's available.
That's pretty sweet.
And that is all the video game news I got.
We've got some freebies.
Oh yeah.
Amazing freebie coming out on Epic Games from the 20th to the 27th. You can get Fallout 3 for free.
Ooh.
So that is a definite. If you haven't played through Fallout 3, then definitely pick that up for free on Epic this week. And another game, Evil End Retro, which is like 8-bit JRPG.
Okay.
And so if you want some retro gaming, that one might be up for you. 4 games notable that are coming out this week. I ranked them again from high to low, and a couple of them are repeats because I stretched the one last week. But number 4 is Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlords, which is your strategy, armies, medieval, Ages of Empire kind of thing.
Like Romance of the Three Kingdoms type stuff, and or like Fire Emblem ish.
More micromanagey than those.
Okay.
And those are pretty micromanagey, but this is even more micromanagey. This is like PC level micromanagey.
Oh man,
yeah,
it's been a while. Those games usually suck me in. Like
you have to spend some serious time to get into those.
Yeah.
I personally like those, but only if they've got like some kind of fantasy or sci-fi flair to them. And this is very more historical, medieval kind of thing. Number 3, I actually switched my rating. I downgraded New Tales from the Borderlands to 3 and upped Gotham Knights to 2.
Yeah.
So we got those coming out this just like in a day or two.
Wait, your ratings on a scale, like what is it, a scale from 1 to 5?
No, it's just what I like the most.
Oh, okay. So Gotham Knights you're looking forward to the most.
Yeah, which changed from Tales from the Borderlands. And I can't really say why I'm looking forward to both of them, but I'm just a little bit more excited about Gotham Knights now.
That's because you're going to play with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is Dylan getting it? He never said.
I hope so. I actually fought somebody called Dilly, and I wondered if it was him on Marvel Snap.
I did too. I saw Dilly a few times. I think I've encountered Dilly.
Maybe he's not talking to us because we beat him. Actually, he may have beat me. Mario Rabbids Spark for Hope is actually my number 1.
Yeah.
I after seeing some of the gameplay and some more reviews for that, it looks like fun.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it definitely does.
So there we go.
All right, let's move on to other
geekly things.
Okay, so I only got a few things. Robbie Coltrane has passed away. And if you're not familiar with him, he is Hagrid in Harry Potter. That made me sad, like super sad, because I really liked him. I've seen Nuns on the Run. I've seen a few other of his movies. I can't think of them off the top of my head. But, man, it's terrible news. Apple is expected to release a foldable iPad before they release a foldable iPhone. So, there's that. And then, when I first got into Netflix, it cost me about $5 a month. No ads. I'm not sure if I could stream at 1080p at that point, but anyway, November 3rd, their ad tier comes out. It's going to cost $7 a month, and it's going to cap its resolution at 720p. How you feel about that?
Well, I'm thankfully not as poor as I once was.
Yeah.
So I can have the choice to have the higher tier if I want it.
Yeah.
And, I grew up, not very well off. So my tendency to buy like the ad stuff first is still there. Cause I did that with Hulu for a while.
Yeah. I can't stand it.
Yeah. Well, and since then I've been like, no, it's just not worth it anymore. So the few extra bucks, I'd rather like skip a month or two and get it without the ads. And get it like every other month instead of just getting it every month with the ads.
Yeah. That is all the other category that I have. And I have no rumors.
We've got... I've got a rumor we can dig into.
The rumor mill.
We've got the comic for the graphic novel Hulk vs. Thor, Banner of War. So we get a little Hulk Thor goodness coming out this week. That's one I'll be picking up. And... Keyforge has another set of cards out, and for those of you who are frustrated with Magic the Gathering right now, and there's a lot of people frustrated with Magic the Gathering right now, Keyforge, if you haven't played it, it's Richard Garfield, same creator as Magic, but it's got in it a lot of the things that they've taken out since the original Magic, which I think would have kept Magic a little more pure and better off. So try Keyforge if you haven't. And then Magic kind of gets us into the rumors. The rumor is Magic going to dump inventory like they've never dumped before? I'm talking like half price across the board, slashing everything. Their stock price here's where this rumor comes from. Their stock price is down huge.
Yeah.
All of they've put out, we started getting into Magic like 2 years ago.
Right.
And it was the absolute worst time that we could have gotten into Magic again.
There were some good sets, though.
Good sets, but they started turning out product like never before.
Yeah.
Remember what I think I might have mentioned to you that they normally have like 3 products a year?
Yes.
And when we started, they'd umped it to like 6.
That's too much.
By the time we weren't even scratching the surface of the Forgotten Realms set when the next set came out.
Yeah.
We were barely getting comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people are upset because of that. They're doing all these variants, which reminds me very much of the comics in the 90s.
Yeah. That
started doing just variant covers, and they're doing variant cards and all these little special secret layers and all this stuff. So, and then, the icing on the cake is the $1,000 4-booster 30th anniversary thing. So, anyway.
Yeah, that was with the shot at getting the Black Lotus or the White Lotus.
Yeah, but you can't even play with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Black Lotus, the Moxes, all the stuff that has been, it's the big seller, big secondary market stuff, but it's proxies.
Yeah.
You can go on Etsy and get proxies for like $2 a card.
Yeah, but they're not worth $50,000. Will these new ones be worth that?
No. There's no way. If anybody's out there thinking they're going to buy this $1,000 proxy set and actually have $1,000 worth of product, you're fooling yourself.
Yeah. So Magic is becoming their own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
They put themselves in this position, and now they get to lay in the bed.
And I don't think Magic realizes how bad this is because the Disney beast is lurking just over the corner with their new card game.
Now, do you trust Disney to not make the same mistakes?
Well, it took Magic 30 years to make this mistake. So, yeah. Oh yeah, Disney's gonna, and Hasbro, I'm sure, is forcing Wizards to milk this for all it's worth, as far as putting all these things out. They even, and another part of all this is Hasbro said that they were going to double their profits in a year based on Magic alone.
Okay.
And so obviously Hasbro is looking at Magic going, you know what, you're basically just going to print money for us. Mm-hmm. We don't care about the quality or anything. You're just going to milk your fans for all it's worth, and we're going to make a bunch of money.
Yeah. So if Disney's listening, I would be more inclined to buy future booster packs of the franchises that I love, if they would not ban cards unless they're completely overpowered and need to be banned from tournament play and stuff. I want to be able to use the cards that I've loved and mesh them in with like new cards and stuff. I think that's what I look for in a trading card game. I don't want
and in your casual home game, that's great.
But I would like, if I ever do want to do a tournament or something, I'd like to be able to show up and use the cards that I want to use.
Some of those cards though are so broken.
Well, no, the broken ones I'm cool with them getting rid of, but let's say I get one that I really like. It synergizes well with everything. Synergizes with something in newer.
Yeah, a lot of people would say the same thing about Meat Hook, which they just banned.
Yeah.
So I think they have to do the bannings for the tournament scene. For the at-home play, who cares?
It seems like they do the bannings, like, because you said that for Magic, things that were like two booster or two.
They do cycle things out eventually.
Yeah, so that's what I don't like.
But if they don't do that,
they're not gonna get no money.
No, what if they don't do that? Everybody shows up with the exact same deck.
Oh, that's true. I guess
that's what happens. Is everybody shows up with the exact same deck if they don't ban stuff, and that's why the bannings happen. Is because they get tournaments and like 75% of the people have the exact same deck.
Well, see, it's been 20 years since I've done one tournament.
Magic came out before eBay. So you didn't have the ability when it first started to gather up all the cards easily. You had to trade with people. There wasn't this, I can all of a sudden get all the good cards, build whatever deck I wanted. There wasn't that environment. And so now, they're good cards, money, that's pay to win. Just plop the money down, you got all the cards you want. Yeah, so it's completely different. However, if Richard Garfield had been able to keep his original rules, which everybody played with when it first started, we wouldn't have this problem. You know why?
Why?
Is because you had to ante a card every time you played somebody. You had to take a random card from your deck and plop it on the table, And if you lost that card.
Ugh.
And that would keep anybody from putting a Mox, a Black Lotus, any super powered valuable card in their deck. You're not going to put that $100, $200, $300 card, $400, $10,000 card in a deck when plop on the table, ooh, I've got a little, I might only win 10% of the time, but all my cards are basically a quarter.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, maybe that rule should have stayed in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't even know if we should give this one a score. Will it happen? Won't it happen? I hear there's a lot of inventory. Look for Amazon to have some huge Magic discounts for Black Friday.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it if you see it.
Yeah.
Or not. If you like the game, take advantage.
So that was the rumor?
That was the rumor. The Magic's going to dump a ton of inventory this year.
You think it's going to happen?
Yeah, because they want to show, they want to make as much money as possible, and they don't want all of their inventory that they printed way too much of to take up space. Yeah. So, it'll happen.
Crazy. I probably won't take part in it just because I don't need another thing to spend money on.
Oh, I know. And that's half the reason I might not either, even though I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
So this has been OGGR.
Yeah, Old Guys Geekly Review, episode 16. Old enough 16. To drive.
Nice. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it comes out. I don't know if I'll pick up anything or not. If they dump it down to like half price. So the situation is...